Look at me, my life is gone. Everything just went so wrong. Turning pages in my book. I cannot help.
Hey guys, it's Michaela Danae here, and I don't know how many of you know this, but I just finished my first year of college. I just wanted to, make a video of, 10 tips I had for college freshmen now that, I'm a sophomore. Yeah. Before I went to school, I was really nervous, and I really didn't know, what was going to happen, and I was, super nervous. Some of you may, wonder, why are you doing this? What are you, some kind of college expert? No, I think that's, the point of this. I'm just a girl. I'm, no one. I'm just a girl who, just finished her freshman year of college, and I want to help some other upcoming freshmen in their journey to going to college. So hopefully after watching this video you won't be as scared, you'll be a little bit more prepared, and hopefully it helped you out. So the first tip I have is that your roommate does not have to be your best friend. I feel like going to college for me was really scary because I'd never had to share a room. I was afraid that I was going to be stuck with this crazy person. I watched that movie Roommate. I feel like that's one of the most important tips. Your roommate does not have to be your best friend. I mean, if your roommate is your best friend and you guys want to share stuff and become sisters and become best friends, then I mean that's up to you. For me personally, my roommate was not my best friend. We worked well as roommates because she kept to her side of the room and I kept to my side of the room. That really helped me out because it was I had my own personal space, she had her own personal space. The other thing is that if you and your roommate are not best friends, I mean that could also help because you could go out and you guys don't have to spend all of your time together, because after a while living with someone for an entire year can become exhausting. But yeah, your roommate does not have to be your best friend. You'll have plenty of friends. Just if your roommate is not your best friend, it's not the end of the world. You will find other friends to hang out with, and it's totally fine. So don't even worry about your roommate being your best friend. It's not an essential. You don't need to bring your entire life to college. I know this sounds really bad because when you're at home you get to go out and you have all of your clothes and everything that you need is at your fingertips, but in reality you do not need your entire room when you go to college. When I packed everything. I packed my entire life, and I lived in a shoebox. Literally it was the shape of a shoebox for this entire year, and I managed to get everything in there. But when I went home I would buy stuff and bring it back and I'd be oh, I need this, but in reality I never really wore all of those clothes. I had a certain style that I kind of, not really a style that I stuck to, but what you wear, and you know what you wear the most. My biggest problem was shoes, because I have so many shoes, and I know so many girls out there have so many shoes. So I think you want to pick a bare minimum of 10 shoes, and that's even a lot, but I feel 10 shoes is what you need. But also so I lived in New York for my freshman year, and you're gonna want to go shopping when you live in a place like New York or Los Angeles or something like that. You want to go shopping. That's the point of living in these fashion capitals. So you want to be able to buy new stuff. College is where you find yourself, and you get to change styles, and you get to meet new people, and people don't know you. So I mean you can change the style, and I mean you don't have to stick to one style. So you may want to buy new stuff and switch it up, but you need room to do that. Finding your study habits, I feel are really important. For me, I went to very different high schools. I went to a performing arts high school my first year, and then I switched my junior year to this weird hippie school where everything was hands-on learning. So studying, to me, I've always had to change how I studied, and if I even did study, but there's another story. I feel the most important thing when finding your study habit is figuring out whether you do work better inside your room or if you work better in the library. Because for me, I never got work done in my room because I'm bored. There's a bed there. you can lay down, and then I just go to sleep. And plus, you know, in the library, like, though people may not be doing work, there's like, you know, an air of like you're accomplishing something. Another important thing when finding out your studying habit is figure out whether you're one of those people that will stay up early, stay up late and finish your work, or will you get up at like the crack of dawn to finish it? Me, I will not get up. I will say no, that 5 more minutes and I will sleep until my first class. So that really didn't work out for me. But my roommate, she did. She woke up really at like 6 o'clock in the morning and would finish something. Me, but I had a limit of like 4 a.m. being my limit. Like, I don't do like all-nighters. Don't do those, because I'm one of these people, if I don't know it, I don't know it, you know, like, I'm sorry, like, staying up all night to finish something is not going to help me. So just figure out how you work best. And I think that's a good thing about freshman year, is like you're figuring things out. That's the point. So this is a very important, I think, tip, because I don't want to make you guys feel unsafe or anything, but I would definitely say do not take your security on campus for granted. When you go and you visit college, and they're like, you know, we've got panic buttons and all this other stuff. In reality, I don't think that girls, especially young girls or like freshmen, understand that danger isn't always outside. Like, you know, like people that don't go to the school. I'm talking more specifically about like when you go to parties, you have to understand that there are crazy people everywhere. Just be aware. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, find your party buddy. You guys are going to go to at least one party. It's a fact. If you're a really heavy drinker, do not go out with another heavy drinker, because both of you guys are just going to be wasted trying to find your way home. I mean, I know that that's going to make you guys better friends because, you know, you took the journey together, but that's not safe. If you're a heavy drinker, go out with someone that doesn't really drink all that much. If you don't drink a lot, it's not always the best idea to go out with someone that's always drinking and always wasted and that's always just that girl, because it doesn't make it for like an enjoyable experience for you. Find your drinking buddy. Make sure he or she is the right match, because that will ensure your time at college and make sure it's an enjoyable experience. But speaking of parties, that brings me to do not be that girl. And you know what girl I'm talking about. Girl that's always wasted, one that's always going home with some random dude. You get one pass to be that girl, but do not be that girl all the time. You're annoying your friends. Just don't do it.
I cannot help to take another look at my...
Get involved in college. I think that getting involved in college is the most important thing. Like, join clubs, volunteer. I think that, to me, really saved my college experience, because my first semester, I really was, like, nervous, and I really couldn't find myself, and I was, like, trying to figure out where I fit, like, in the college. But once I started to get more involved, I made more friends. You meet so many people. You meet people that are interested in the things that you like to do. Basically, my opinion is that half of the battle in life is just showing up. And I think that that's the thing, just show up. I mean, most clubs have free food. Who doesn't like free food? I know this is like really weird, or like not even a tip, but to me this is like common sense. I just feel like when you see someone, even if you don't know them, just like give them a smile or say hey. In college, everyone is trying to figure things out. Everyone wants to be nice because you need friends. Everyone wants to make friends. I mean, there's that small group of people that don't want to make friends, but I mean, who wants to hang out with them? Smile at people. Hold doors for people. One of my best friends is someone that I just kind of kept saying hello to. Didn't know her. And, yeah, we're like best friends now. Just be nice to people, because people really appreciate you being a genuinely nice person. And I think that'll get you far in life, not just in college. Don't date your first semester. I know people who did date their first semester and, like, you know, worked out, but this isn't just again, these are my tips. I say don't date first semester because first semester is when everyone is making friends. And I think that if you're spending all your time with one person, it doesn't really help you throughout the rest of the 4 years because you feel like so secluded. And then if you break up, then, I mean, then you're stuck because you don't have any friends. And if you are going to date, which a lot of you guys will, I would say don't just cut yourself off from everyone else just to spend time with that person. I think that people don't understand that in college you can switch friend groups. Like, it's totally fine. Like, I hung out with a bunch of people my first semester, and then second semester I didn't even really talk to them. So, I mean, switching friend groups is totally fine, but you have to know enough people in order to switch friend groups, which is hard for a lot of people. Also, I would say that just because you make out with someone doesn't mean that you have to date them. And it's college. Again, like, I feel like that was the saying in my group, like, oh, like, are you dating that person? Nah, it's just college. Date. A lot. When I say, like, don't date, I didn't mean, like, don't go on dates. I mean, go on dates, but, like, not so much have a boyfriend and girlfriend situation. But I would say date a lot.
This is my rest of fame.
My number one tip, I think, isn't really a tip. It's more of a, well, I guess it's a tip, but it's just kind of like a way of life. I feel like classes can be retaken, life can't. You only get that 1 year done once. You're only a freshman once. You never, like, do it again. So I just feel like, understand that, like, these 4 years of your life are meant for you to explore. You don't have to know what your major is. This is your life, and you have these 4 years to just completely figure out who you are. And I just say take advantage of it and have the time of your life, because these well, my freshman year was amazing, and I'm really glad that I went to college, and I'm really glad that I finished it. I hope you guys have a really great first year of college, and just enjoy life, because you only get one life to live. And I definitely think that college is an important part of it. Okay, guys, well, that's the end of this video. I'm now home from college, so hopefully I can make more videos like this if you guys like them. There will definitely be more covers coming, and I'm working on some original songs, so that'll be interesting. So thanks, guys, for watching my video, and I hope you liked it, and subscribe, and I love you guys so much. Bye.